Albert Einstein famously called our world a stubbornly persistent illusion. He spent decades looking for the hidden mechanics that prevent our physical reality from simply dissolving. Modern physics suggests he was onto something. At the quantum level, physical matter doesn't exist as a solid thing until it is observed. It exists only as a wave of probability, collapsing into a localized particle only at the moment of active measurement. This creates a staggering problem for the scale of the universe. If reality requires an observer to literally lock its particles into place, why do the stars remain fixed when we look away? Why does the data of the cosmos never seem to reset or decay into probability when we aren't there to verify it? This persistence implies that the wave function of the universe is being held in place by a constant, unbroken gaze. For the physical world to remain this stable, it would require an active observer who never sleeps, a consciousness that prevents the entire system from collapsing back into the abyss. Consider the act of reading. A physical book is just dead ink on flattened pulp, but the moment your mind focuses on it, your attention turns those symbols into a living, simulated world. Now invert the perspective. In this scenario, you are not the reader holding the book. You are the text being read. The ultimate witness is currently reading our universe into physical existence. Every atom, every passage of time, and every choice you make is being rendered in real time because it is being observed. The Qur'an explains this in chapter 19, verse 64, stating that your Lord never forgets. Because this witness possesses a perfect, lossless memory, every detail of the story is preserved exactly as it unfolds. Your reality feels solid and absolute because this reader never blinks. There are no dropped frames in your existence, and no detail is ever lost to the void. Reality is governed by a cosmic operating system, the 237 framework. It begins with 2, Razim, or the split, a separation between observer and observed. Then comes 3, Raḥīm, the render. Here, variables interact and gain depth through the gaze of the witness. Consider the computational weight of rendering a simple act like eating a burger. The system isn't just rendering you, it calculates the farmer's life, the weather that grew the grain, and the baker's entire history. Nothing in this system exists in isolation. Every action requires millions of background variables to be calculated and balanced without a single error. The final stage is 7, Raḥmān, the complete container. In the Qur'an, this is the mother book, where all rendered variables are held and conserved. Because the reader has perfect memory, no chapter, alternate timeline, or minor detail is ever discarded. The entire story is preserved in its entirety. This is why the Qur'an declares that God did not create any of this in vain. In a system of perfect observation, there are no plot holes and no meaningless events. This reframes our perspective on suffering. The pain we feel, the delays, and the quiet mundane moments are not lost time. They are the load-bearing text required to hold the broader structure of the story together. What looks like random, meaningless chaos on the page is actually perfectly balanced data within the cosmic container. Most humans live as passive characters, unaware they are being written into existence by a dual caustic system of light and sound. There is a specific tragedy in this passivity. We suffer through the plot convinced we are alone, failing to recognize the witness that maintains our very presence. However, the script itself contains an invitation for the character to wake up, a command designed to return agency to the one being read. It is found in chapter 19, verse 12. O Yahya, take the book with strength. This is the transition. The character shifts from a passive subject to an active participant, recognizing the script they hold. You now understand the reader. You are not just a collection of matter, but a living witness within a perfectly preserved story. So the question is no longer about the physics of the stars. It's about the physics of your own will. When will you stop being passively read